Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy and his bum ankle are here for another Super Sentai unboxing video. We are back in the Lupinranger and the Patranger, and let me just say, we are 4 episodes in. I'm kind of digging this show. I'm really enjoying it so far. Obviously things could change, but at this moment, I think it's a really fun dichotomy with the 2 different teams, and I'm really interested to see where it goes. I do want to say, I want to give you a preface of how these toys work in case you aren't really a collector or if you're thinking about collecting. So the whole idea is that these 2 teams use some of the same parts, some of the same components. So what they're doing is they're releasing them in such a way where you can buy stuff in 2 different ways. So I'm here to explain to you quickly how you can buy this stuff without doubling up. Try to save some money, buy things as quickly as possible. So the way I see it is, you can buy either the Pat Kaiser or the Lupin Kaiser. I ended up buying the Pat one. I actually like the Lupin team better, but I wanted their mecha individually. I thought their boxes looked nicer. So what you do is if you buy the box like this, you end up getting a good striker, which you can also buy separately, and then you get one of the team's 3 sets of vehicles. Now what you should do then is you should buy the changer, the VS changer, and buy the opposite team's version of it. So if you've got the Pat Kaiser like me, go buy the Lupin version of the gun. That way you will get the changer, and you will also get the Red Ranger's mecha. Then on top of that, just go buy the other 2 Rangers from that team. In this case, it would be yellow and blue. Go buy their individual mecha. So the reason why I messed up a little bit myself, because I ended up with 2 of the Ichigo's mecha, because I didn't think that the mecha that came with the changer was going to be compatible with the main mecha line, because in past series, I'm specifically thinking about Tokuger, I mentioned this in my last video, the Red Ranger's train that came with the changer didn't actually come apart so it could combine with the mecha. So I didn't think that was necessary, but thankfully they did add that in here, so that saves you money on one mecha if that's what you're in the line to do. Anyway, guys, I'm going to open this up really quickly. I don't want to keep talking to you. So I'm going to go over this mecha formation. I'm going to go over the Lupin version of it, and then I'm going to put them in the changer to give you some extra sounds. Quickly on the box, you got them there. You got the 3 individual Rangers with their little mecha, and they're all chilling on the other side. And then the back, it shows the different combinations and how you can use good striker to make more sounds. And then another quick picture of the Rangers on the bottom and on the top. And now, like with the changer, there's a sticker here that says that it comes with a little card for the card-ass game, which again, I don't play. It's more of a Japanese card game that you kind of have to be in Japan to really play it. But it is a nice little bonus for getting this right when it came out. Also, before I open this, that reminds me, I don't have it on me. I know I ended up getting, I have the one of the badges coming, but what they did is they released the actual 2 badges, the Lupin badge and the Pat badge, the V and the S, as kind of like a prize for buying good striker or either the mecha, and you get one of them at random, or if you're actually in Japan, you have to pick one and say, this is the team I'm representing. And you can actually put that badge on the changer to get extra noises. I have the Lupin one coming, and I'm going to order the Pat one online, so I can end up having them both. But it's a nice little bonus, especially for a series that doesn't have collectibles. You got to, splurge on something. So we're going to open this bad boy up. Lupinranger, Patranger. I don't want to talk too much, guys, I just want to get down to the meat of it. Oh, almost tossed this before I got my card. And so here's your little bonus card. It has the 2 Red Rangers and their 2 mecha on it for the game. Nice little bonus. Instrucciones. This is the Red Rangers mecha that we've seen before. See, a little pops out. They each have a little feature like that. Number 2 is green. And boom, he's got like a little battering ram dealy. And then finally, number 3, the pink one. And then this folds out. Right there. Let's try them, before we get to more stuff, let's try them in the changer, because we haven't tried them before. And then you summon his Mecha. Very nice. And then we'll put her in as well. Summon her Mecha. Oh, got a little whistle at the end. So we got the 3 individual Mecha, which obviously go with the other 3 that we have. So now we've got 2 teams of Mecha, and to complete it all, Good Striker. Now the thing with Good Striker is that he actually has 2 distinct modes of his own. Oh, he's got a little tab for sounds, so he can make sounds too. Pull that out. Let's see what he's got. So he said Lupinranger there. Let's see what we got. Okay, goes over the individual Mecha because this is the Patranger version of it. And so this is, he's got, let's see, you can flip this out. Boom. You flip the wings down. And so now he's in a plane mode for Lupinranger. Now let's try him with this, because he also can go on here. Now let's see if do the sounds change based on which mode he's in? I wouldn't think they would, but I'm not 100% sure. Let's see what this says. I think he's folded out. Oh, he can go. Okay, so he can go on the bottom too. So let's try that. So he's got the 2 modes as well, based on top or bottom. And I believe that's all we need from the changer for this. But that's cool, you know? So this has 2 different modes. It unlocks 2 different sets of sounds from the changer, and also, you'll see in a moment, can be used for 2 different mecha. So let's form the mecha, shall we? Let's see how this works. Fold the legs out. Pull them down. Simple enough. Okay, so the top goes down. And then there's a little pin at the top you pop up. And now we pop these out and then put them in the right spots. Pink over here. Green over here. And then red. He folds down. And then on top like so. So it's a pretty simple combination. There isn't a whole heck of a lot to it, but that is our Patranger. Okay. Now the instructions don't actually. Since these are the instructions for Patranger, it doesn't actually give me the step-by-step for what I need to alter to make it the. I keep saying Patranger because I'm thinking about Deca-Ranger. Pat Kaiser. So now I'm going to see if I can do it for Lupinranger. Let me see what sort of alterations I need to make. It looks like, okay, so these come down. That's a difference. So let's take these off. Okay, so yellow, it looks like, fold here. It goes like this. Okay. Okay, so yellow goes over here. Blue. Fold in like so. Blue goes over here. And then red. Then you leave this on 0. So again, very similar combination. And then, wait, something's off. Oh, I fold the wings up. That's what I needed to do. And that's really it. Okay, so there really is very little difference between the two. The only really like aesthetic change is this right here, is these leg flaps. It gives it kind of a different color scheme, so to speak. Now, again, like I said before, I like this better because I've always been a fan of designs that are like splashes of Ranger color on top of black. I always think that looks the best. And I understand with the Patranger, they're trying to get a lot of that white aesthetic there because they're police officers. Again, just like how in Deca-Ranger, the main robo was mostly white. And I think that worked for them. Ugh, excuse me. But overall, I kind of like this better. Oh, does this make any different noises? I don't think that's anything different. But still, very cool design. It's a little top heavy, definitely. The legs are very light compared to the rest of it. I've never been a huge fan of mecha that don't have regular hands. This has one regular hand, but it's still with a Gatling gun. I tend to like it better when they actually have hands, even if they don't have a giant sword. This is kind of unique in the respect that, oh, I forgot to pop this up. So this pops up a little bit. But in the respect that it's like molded to it like it is a hand, like it is always holding its weapon. But overall, I thought this was a lot of fun. I thought this was a very cool toy. I love the fact that there's the two different versions. It is one of those things where, while there isn't a collectible with this series, you really do need to get all of the base stuff to get the full value out of it. You know, like, Your Changer's fun, but you need to also have all of the mecha, including Good Striker, in order to get all of the value out of the Changer. Like I said before in the last video, for someone like me, like my baseline with collectibles is get the Changer and get the mecha. All the other stuff, like the belt buckles and the weapons, I don't typically go for that. The only time I ever go for those is if there's a collectible that I'm trying to get, and the only way to get it is to get that item as well. You know, like it comes with it. So for someone like me and the stuff that I collect, this is a perfect series. This really gives me everything that I want in a line. As far as what's coming up soon, with the next episode, we're going to see, and there's going to be the toy release right afterwards, the Patrangers are going to have a motorcycle that combines as well. You know, it's probably just switches out an arm. And the Patranger are going to have a green, I think it's kind of like a helicopter-ish looking thing. I'm not 100% sure what it is. Another plane, obviously, that can, you know, be another combination piece. And then after that, I believe we're already going into the Six Ranger territory. I'm not going to really talk about that right now, because if you haven't seen the scans, I don't want to spoil it for you. But new stuff is coming soon. And that's all I really have for you guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video looking at the Pat Kaiser, the Lupin Kaiser, the 7 mecha that there technically are right now, and the Changer and all the different things with that. I will be back soon with another video. Another video. Oh, I just hit puberty. Another video discussing more of these amazing collectibles that are coming out. Until then, as always, please like this video if you like it, comment if you have something you'd like to say, subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed before, ring the bell to be notified of my new upcoming videos. Best thing you can do for me, as always, is to share this video with your friends and your family and your coworkers and people who want to see some big dude from the Midwest looking at children's toys. Is that a kink? Maybe. I'm not sure. If you want all that sort of stuff, please subscribe to the channel and share this with all those friends. I am Jeremy, aka Captain Subpar, saying to you that forever and always, until the next video comes out, and even beyond then, because I said forever and always, I am going to be King of the Geeks. Oh, he hobbles up. By the way, I don't know if you've seen this, if you watch the show, and as much as I like it, like, this design, where is it? This right here, this weird red, green, pink combo. Wow, it's called Ugo. It's Uggo. Boy, that is gross. That is super, super gross. But, what are you going to do? It's Sentai.